Hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a video talking about the top 5 greatest Walking Dead characters of all time, or at least in my opinion. Now, this list wasn't all that difficult for me to make just because I'm so obsessed with the show and with the characters that over the years I've gone in my head so many times through the list of characters to pick my top 5 or top 10 favorites, dead or alive, that type of thing. So, I didn't have to write anything down. I just got it ingrained in my head. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna shoot. So number 5, I picked Carl Grimes. A lot of people are not gonna like that pick just because Carl is like one of the most hated antagonists or protagonists. Jesus, he's not a very liked character by many of the audience, but I personally really admire him as a character. The reason being is because obviously he was just a kid when it started. He was like 10 years old. Now he's like 17, 18, like driving cars into telephone poles and picking up chicks. I feel like Carl has become quite a badass, all things considered, and he grew up in the apocalypse and just I don't know. There's a certain level of attachment when you watch someone like that grow up, like in real life or in shows. And I think that's part of why I like him so much. I mean, we saw him go through puberty for Christ's sake. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Just watching him grow up and watching him evolve. I personally think that he's one of the most underrated people in the show. Number 4, I picked. Who the hell did I pick for this one? Michonne. Okay, Michonne I picked just because she's a badass. You can't really have a person. You don't really have a person quite like Michonne or that can like be Michonne. She's so badass. She has that sword. She's kicking ass. She can be a leader when she needs to be, but she can also be just a ass kicking person. I mean, when we first saw her, she was outside the prison gates with the baby food, and they thought she was a monster. And now Rick is probably gonna marry her eventually. They're in that little relationship, and she's just one of those characters you just really like. Anytime you see her on the screen, you know that something pretty cool is about to happen, most likely. Number 3, I picked Glenn. I really like Glenn. It's really unfortunate that they killed him off. I was really sad to see him go, but at the same time, I thought he went out in like the most, probably just a very, very heroic way in a way. He had his comic book death and everything, so it was actually, it felt pretty natural for me at least. I mean, he's been with us basically since the beginning. He wasn't technically in the first episode, but he had a line in the first episode. And I mean, without him, Rick wouldn't have found his family. He wouldn't have found all those awesome people. Daryl. Well, that's pretty much it. Glenn, in a way, made The Walking Dead happen. If it wasn't for him, Rick would probably be dead. Or at least somewhere far, far away from where he's at now. And Glenn's just an awesome guy. He's one of the few people that didn't let the zombie apocalypse dehumanize him. He remained a good guy throughout the entire series from start to finish, and I don't even think he killed his first human being until like season 7 or season 6 or something. He wasn't alive in season 7. Yeah, I think his first living person, but god damn it, his first living human being kill was the episode when they went to one of Negan's outposts and killed those 2 guys. Before that, he was like the moral support of the group. He basically was he was one of the guys that Rick looked to, and he was kind of like a brother to Rick. And I mean, there's so I can go on about Glenn, but personally, I feel like part of The Walking Dead died with him. He always have a special place in my heart. Okay, number 2. Number 2, I picked Daryl Dixon. Pretty obvious. You go without saying that Daryl is just such a badass. He kicks ass, no matter what. He's not too good with words, but I mean, he doesn't really need to be. When he has his crossbow, he's a crossbow person, badassery, something. I don't know. I think it's pretty safe to say he if not the most badass person in the show, definitely one of the most badass. Very, very cool character. He kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say. Why don't I have these videos better planned out? I suck at this. Daryl has probably been the most liked character throughout the entire series. Yeah. So number 1, who can number 1 be? The number 1 greatest Walking Dead character of all time. Lori. Very, very, very. Okay, this is stupid. It's Judith, obviously. Jesus, who were you thinking? Rick? Pfft. I'm kidding. It is Rick. Rick Grimes. obviously the face of Walking Dead, the main lead character, the lead protagonist. Very cool, badass character. In my opinion, he's like the ultimate leader. Rick Grimes, awesome fucking character. Really, really cool to see the way he's transformed throughout the series. He obviously started off as a really nice cop, really good guy, like trying not to hurt anyone, just trying to help people. And now he's completely flip flopped to the point where he's like literally will kill anyone if he doesn't, if he feels like they're a threat to his group in any way. But I mean, I think my favorite part about him is not only is he absolutely fearless and he's like very confident in every decision he makes, but he's such a family guy. You know, if you're with him in this journey of the apocalypse, like you're family to him no matter what. And like to him, like that's what's most important is family. You know, and I love that about him. I love how he's just like that. He considers the people close to him, all his friends and family, like family. You know, he doesn't look at Daryl or Michonne or you know Glenn or Maggie as just people or friends. It's like they are family to him. They are blood to him. I really like how he's just this fatherly figure to everyone in the group and to the whole show. He's just, that's Rick Grimes. You know, he's like he's just cool. He's awesome. Rick Grimes is my hero. So yeah, that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, you might not have. You might have. Either way, I'm glad you watched this. If you're still watching it to this point, you obviously enjoyed this video to some degree, which I am appreciative of. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. I don't know when the next Walking Dead video will come out or what the list will be of, but leave it in the comments if you got some ideas, if you want me to talk about something. It doesn't have to be just the top 5 list. Just whatever you want to hear me talk about, just let me know down below. But yeah, so I'm going to go and wrap this up. So thank you guys once again very much for watching this. If you liked it, you know what to do. And shoot, I messed it up. Thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. And as always, I will see you next time. Later, Gators.